All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's live market update. So we're going to go through all the trades that we've taken this week, all the open trades. We're going to go through Bitcoin, the Forex market, and I'm also going to show you the update on the funding challenges that I'm doing currently for 3 different companies that I'm trying out for you guys to see which one is best and which one I want to perhaps make a deal with to get you guys some good offers and include in the trading program. So yeah, let's first we want to look at, let's open up TradingView right here, and we want to look at I'm going to start off by looking at Bitcoin. And before we go into the actual analysis, if you are a crypto only trader and you want to use your crypto to try out the Forex market, which I highly recommend you do, because right now I'm having much higher profitability in the Forex market and much more consistent with my trades in the Forex market. If you like to try out the Forex market, check out the link in the description below to sign up to Prime XPT. You will also get a 7K USD deposit bonus. And if you're in the RLZ trading room, you can also get 1 extra week to your subscription if you go to the exclusive offers channel and fill out that form. All right, so let's start with Bitcoin here. Now, what happened yesterday was I haven't really gone into any detail on the CPI data, right? So we had the CPI print yesterday, and I haven't really looked into the data. I do have some notes here that I kind of want to go through quickly. So it did show that CPI did come in as expected and showed deceleration for the first time since 2020. And what I'm seeing here is definitely signs of the dollar being pushed lower, which basically means, dollar going down, risk going up. So that's a good thing for risk asset. That's a good thing for Bitcoin. What I'm interested in is when is the next major news event in terms of the Fed. When is that? We actually, you know what? Let's go to only the high. Actually, let's keep the medium. Let's only look at the no, never mind. Let's go through this, see if we can find anything. Right, so do we have any speeches or whatever? Never mind. It doesn't really matter. So the signs that we're seeing here after the CPI yesterday was, and by the way, I guess if you joined, hit that like button. It's gonna help the channel a lot. The interesting thing is when I started doing these live streams in a slightly different way. So I started moving away from the clickbait titles and the I'm doing these streams in a very different way. I'm doing it in a more honest and transparent way, where I'm showing you my trading journal. I'm showing you all the trades I'm taking and everything. When I started doing that, the engagement in the live streams went down, which is it's sad, because the algorithm on YouTube it seems tailored for people that, the louder you are, the more followers and the more engagement you're going to get, which is it's dangerous in the world of finance, because a lot of people think that people with a lot of subscribers and people with a lot of views are, better at the subject that they're talking about. So for example, a trading channel, like a crypto trading channel with millions of followers or 100,000 of followers and just very engaging live streams, they might be like experts in trading, but the reality is that they are most likely just influencers, and they're not even trading, right? So we have to understand that probably 97% of 97% of people that try this out, they fail, right? So most people that try out trading, they fail. So we should try not to follow the herd when it comes to this, right? We should try not to do everything that everyone else is doing. That is a recipe for disaster, because what everyone else is doing is they're failing. 97% of everyone that tries trading will fail at some point. So remember that the bigger the influencer are, it's not necessarily a good thing, right? The biggest account on Twitter, for example, the biggest trading accounts on Twitter, they're not big because they're experts at trading. They're big because they're experts at influencing and growing accounts. So it's important that you guys remember that, because I don't want you guys to follow. I don't even want you guys to follow me or do what I say you should do. I only want you to try to develop your own system through trial and error, and I'm trying to give you the tools to do so, right? Use back testing and testing different things and stuff like that. It's very important. Where I don't know, but let's look at TradingView right here, and let's see what we have. So Bitcoin right here. Bitcoin did come up and test the weekly 20 EMA right here. Now let's go to the weekly and we'll add it right here. So the weekly 20 EMA right now is around this area right here. So that's where we have the weekly 20 EMA right here. Surely, no, I don't think it's BS. I mean, it's right there. I mean, they released the numbers. It's right there. It is what it is, right? Now, is it too early to celebrate? Maybe. I mean, the Fed might come out and do a press conference and say, like, you know what, let's get a bit, take it easy. The market is rallying, but we're not gonna slow down with our rate hikes or whatever. But it's I do feel like I do feel like there's a lot of bullishness in the air, which might not be a good thing. Anyway, I posted a couple of tweets yesterday, and I said, everyone's super bullish. Everyone's super bullish at resistance, which usually is not a good thing. Resistance tends to act as resistance for Bitcoin and any other financial assets. So being bullish at resistance is not the way you should be doing it, right? So we came up here, we tested range high, CPI print came, and boom, we broke about range high. Everyone was just, oh my God, Bitcoin is breaking out. We're in the bull market again. Well, listen, we didn't really break out. We just went further into a resistance area. So we broke above a range high, which is great. If you look at the local structure, very bullish local structure, very bullish local trend. But still, we went straight up to the weekly 20 EMA. Now, I'm not saying that Bitcoin will dump. I'm just saying what I think looks most likely, based on the way I'm trading, is for Bitcoin to come down and test the 18K level. And the bounce here, the possible bounce right here, that's like the reaction to the 18K level. I think that is what's most important right here. If we do get a bounce here and move like this, yeah, it's highly likely that we are out of the bear market, in my opinion. And even if we do reclaim this 19-20K area, I still think it's the 24-25 area up here that needs to be reclaimed for some serious, some serious high time frame bullish market structure to be printed. So I'm not really that euphoric when it comes to Bitcoin. And honestly, one of the reasons why I'm not that emotional about Bitcoin breaking out and this short right here is just the fact that I'm just following my system. That's it. I'm just following my system, and the results of following that system is this week has been absolutely amazing. 100% win rate, 4 trades, 4 winners, and this week has been already quite profitable in the trading room. Like I say, the trading room, but it's all I do in the trading room is I used to post the same trades that I'm taking personally. I'm just posting them in the community. So let's go through these. We have a couple of trades that closed yesterday. So let's look at a few. Let's look at this right here. We have, what do we have? We have trade ideas. So we have ADCHF hit last TP, not last TP. We moved stopped up on that one. So gold hit last TP. So we're going to be adding that to the. So this is gold. What's the average R of this trade right here? That is, the average R is 2.2. So we're going to go to the journal. We're going to be saving a screenshot of this one. Like that. gonna go to the journal. We're gonna go and we're gonna look at the gold screenshot right here. Someone's calling me. Just give me a second. Right, so let's see when did we exit this one? So let's just do this one. So let's do 3. Yesterday at 3. So 1500. And the profit and loss is, so the account balance at the time of entry was around 105,000 USD. So 105 times 0.22, 0.022, that's 2.2R. So the profit of this trade was 2,310 USD. What is the fees on this one? So we can look at this account, but it's similar. So let's put that in. I don't do that all the time, but it's we can do that here. So we got commission 0, swap 0, commission 0, swap 9. So 7.5.9. Let's just do like 18. Let's do 18. Is this good? Yeah, I think so. So to save that one, now look at that. Amazing. It's a very good trade. So what's the actual percentage return on this one? It's a 2.27. It's a little bit too high. So let's do 2,100. I want to make sure that I actually am. I would rather be realistically a little bit lower than what the real return is, to make sure that I'm not cheating with myself, right? So 2.06, yeah, that's better. Total return on account is now 8%. So the equity curve is looking very good. This week has really kind of propelled. Really, this week has been one of those weeks where you know what makes a lot of the difference to the overall portfolio. So we go to the journal. We have, what else did we close? We closed the first ADCHF trade, right? So see, last TP is now hit on this one, a 2.3R trade. 2.3R trade. 2.3R. So let's do 2.2 on that one as well. So we want to stay a little bit lower, right? We want the real profitability to be higher than what it actually is. So we know that whatever it says, we're actually more profitable. The 2.3R. So we do at the time of entry. At the time of entry, the account was 105,000 times 0.0223, 2,400, and it is at 2,400 already. So I've already calculated that. Now the exit, when did I exit this one? Yesterday at 11. So let's do yesterday at 11. Do we have a screenshot on that? No, because I removed that setup. So save. Now everything should be saved. And the last trade that we have open is AUD CHF, and it's this one. It looks like it's gonna hit TP. It looks like it's gonna hit that last TP pretty soon. So we'll just keep that in. Now, can we? Yeah, we can actually move stops up here. So I want to move. Let's first check if there's any major news event here today on AUD or CHF. Right, so we do have for Germany that might affect CHF. We have Euro area that might also affect CHF, and if that happens in 45 minutes, you know what? It's only 25% of the position still open, and if you look at the 1 hour, the trend is very, very clear right here. We have long signal here, It's a very clear 1 hour trend with a higher swing low here, higher swing low here. And on the 4 hour, we moved stop up because of the higher swing low on the 1 hour and that kind of like swing pattern on the 4 hour. The same pattern is actually happening here now as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to move stop up and we're going to move it here. So we're going to move it to 0.64475. So what we do is I go into this one, and this account that I'm trading here is connected to all my other accounts and all other funding firms. So it will get automatically modified here as well. And I have to go and modify this on Prime XBT as well, but I have to log in, so I'll do that after the actual live stream here. So that's the new stop loss. So the upgrade here. All right, ADCHF update. New. Right, we have a new 1 hour swing, a higher swing low, and a 4 hour structure similar to the last one from yesterday. I'm moving stops up to, so we go to the chart. I'm gonna have a screenshot of that one. All right, so I think everyone should be updated on that now. This is the last trade we have. It would be absolutely amazing to have this this closed today. That would be an amazing trade. Now, the reason why, which one is this? Yeah, this is the one. Is this the last one? Why is that not loading? Which one is this? Yeah, okay, I think that's the recent one. All right, so let's go through the actual development here on the funding challenges. So the first funding challenges that I have is with a funding firm called Lark Funding. Now, this is a new company, right? It's a new company, and I can't really recommend it. I just tried it out, but this is a 200. The interesting thing with this funding firm is the fact that they do not have any time limits, right? They do not have any time limits. So as long as you can make 10%, they are going to fund you. So it says right here, program rule says prove you can generate a minimum of 10% net profit. Don't lose more than 5% of your high water mark, which means basically don't lose more than 5% of your initial capital, and don't lose more than 4% in a day. That would never happen to me, no. Every trade must have a stop loss, which is not really a problem, and don't have more than 10 lots with risk open simultaneously, which is also not a problem because I'm a swing trade, right? And you will earn 75% profit share of fund from. Now this is huge, right? 75% is a lot. 75% is a lot of, on a $250,000 account. That's a lot of money, and there's no time limit. So for me and the system I'm trading, this is the perfect challenge for me. So here I have a $100,000 account. You can see that I'm currently down $508. I'm risking 0.5% on this one. On the 250,000 account, I am up 7,300, so about 3% or something. And I'm now, what I did was, so this is the main account. This is the account where everything gets copied from. So what I have is, this is 0.5%. And this was 0.5%, right? But now that I'm in 3% profit and I now have a max drawdown of 8%, I'm now increasing the risk to 1% per trade on this one. So that's the two funding challenges I'm currently doing in log funding. And then we have the 5%ers. Now, I'm not affiliated with any of these. I'm looking to potentially get affiliated with the ones I like the best to get you guys better deals on the challenges. Because remember, the whole goal with the RLZ Trading program is for you to be able to make a living trading, like part-time, full-time, I don't care, but I want you guys to be able to make a solid amount of money on a weekly basis, I mean, that would be amazing, right? Imagine if you have a full-time job, you make a decent amount of salary, and then on the side you make $1,000 or $2,000 a month to just use on whatever you feel like, right? That's the goal, right? To give you some more stability and financial freedom in your life. So yeah. So we can look at the dashboard here for the 55ers. Now this is a different challenge. This is where I'm the profit target for this one is the account is 10,000 USD, and the profit target is 10,600, and I have 6 months to do that. So right now the balance is 10,300, and I have 5 months left. So I'm halfway there, and I have 5 months left. So in my head, it's very close. But also when I start thinking about, it's very close, I'm almost there. That's when I start losing, right? So that's why this week was one of the best weeks I've had in definitely this year. 13 days in a year. So yeah, it's been the best week in probably 6 months. So I'm lucky to start this challenge in a winning streak. And yeah, so this is going well. And the thing here with this funding firm is it's a bit different, right? When I'm done with this one, I will get a 40,000 USD account to trade with, and I will split the profits in 50%, right? So every profit I make on that 40K is 50% goes to me. The flip side is, or the positive thing here is, for every 10% I make on the account, they will double the account. So up to 4 million. So you start with 40,000. You make 10%, they double it to 80. You make 10% again, double it to 160,000. So now you're at 20%, which is, what I would say possible. Like I've already made 8%, right? So it's very possible. What I would say, like my goal is to get somewhere between 20 and 50% in a year. So we're at 20% right now. So let's double that again. 30, 40, 50. So, oh, wait. So 160, that's 20. So 30%, 40%, and 50%. So when you're able to make a 50% profit on that account, you're funded with over 1 million USD. So at this point, if I get 1,280,000 on the 55ers, I'll also have about 350,000 on the Lark funding account, which will then bring me up to closer to 2 million. And the goal is to be funded with $1 million this year. And then we have the CTI Traders Imperium, which is the third company I'm checking out. And I don't know how to log in on this one. I have no idea. I don't know how to log in. But let's look at the actual. I got the MetaTrader up here. So let's see what I have to do here. Right, so I have right now in the account 18K, and I believe I started with 17.5. So let's look at the rules. Which of the actual challenges? Classic evaluation, is that the one? Standard evaluation. Let's see. Become a funded up to 100% profit. No relative drawdown. I think this is the one. Yeah, time limit 6 months. What's the profit target? This is the one I'm doing. I think I'm doing 17.5. So I'm doing the 70,000 funded account. Or is it 2.5? Let's see. No, it's the 17.5. So I'm doing this one right here. So the profit target is 1,575. All right, so let's calculate how much that is. Let's see, we got 17,500. Let's see. 17,500, and the profit target is 1,575. 1,575. 9%, right? So the profit target on this one is 9%. So it's 1% lower than log funding, but it's definitely higher than the 5%, which is only 6%. And this is on a 6 months here as well. So not definitely the 5% is much easier, right? Much easier. But this is definitely 100% very much possible because it's 9% in 6 months. So what's the actual scaling plan here? What's the actual scaling plan? So if I get this challenge, I will start out with 70,000 USD, and I can end up with 2 million. So everything is 2 million. But what's the actual scaling plan? Let's see, potential double. All right, so this it's the same here. Double your funded account at every 10% profit target and manage up to 4 million in total funded capital. So it's pretty much the same as the 5%ers, but instead of giving me a 40K to begin with, I get a 70K, but I have to do 3% more in profit. So if I had to kind of look at one of these, if this was not a new company, if Lark Funding was not a new company, and is, imagine, it had a fantastic reputation, it's been around for years, I would definitely recommend this one, right? It has not the same type of scaling plan, but still you're able to just get new challenges and add more. So then this one, right? But then if you are gonna go with a more reputable one, I think the 5%ers is the easiest one, and I have a feeling I just like it better for some reason. I'm in the Discord, and they're very active on YouTube doing live streams and stuff like that. So yeah, I think this is the one you would go with if you want a company that's been around for a while and has great reputation. This one is good as well, but like this one is simpler. A good question. Hi, Lebs, just jumped on the stream. Do you have MT4 with a trade copier to trade on all these exchanges? Yes, I do. I use a trade copier called Forex Solutions, and I'm going to log in on that on my other screen. Then I'm going to show you guys how it looks. Just make sure I don't give you any private details. Yeah, so this is the trade copier. And it's cute. You can see right here, I have a couple of accounts right here. So I have the first the Signal account. So this is the Lark Funding account, the 100K, and every trade I take on this one gets forwarded to all my other accounts, right? And I've just started a new private account on Oanda, right? You can see it's only like $700 right here. But the idea with this account is actually, yeah, it's an interesting idea I got the other day, right? So I've been looking at my overall returns in percentages over the years, and I've seen that, I'm investing on a monthly basis. I'm investing in in the stock market through different funds, right? And I've seen that the the return on those is nothing compared to my own account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move all of that into that Oanda account. And instead of investing on a monthly basis into the funds, which is basically on the stock market, I will just put that into my Oanda account instead, and then connect this to all the funding challenges, right? So I connect this account to all the funding challenges. So this is just going to automatically run in the background, and I'll look at the funds, and it's like 20% a year, which is not too bad, right? Not too bad. Like some gives me like 10%, 15%, 20%. That's not too bad. But if I'm able to trade the way I want to trade, I can definitely make 50% on my trading accounts in a year, and this will just compound over and just compound quite nicely. And I'm not going to withdraw any money from this Oanda account until, I mean, it reaches a pretty good level. So I think will be a nice experiment for how you can, because it started at 500. So it started at 500. So the experiment here is to be able to show you guys the power of compounding, right? So if I invest like, I don't know, like let's say I invest like $500 every month into this account, $500 every month, and there will come a point where the amount of money in the account and the compounded interest will start snowballing and actually growing it quite quickly, unless I start withdrawing money. So I want to show how long it takes to grow a small account, and so yeah, it's just an interesting experiment to show, like, is it worth trying to grow a small account with this strategy, or is it just better getting funded? That's, of course, if you're able to get funded of the 1 million, of course it's better to get funded. Like, it's just almost impossible to grow a small account from $500 to millions within a realistic time period. But I want to actually be able to prove it, because there's so many people out there just screaming on Twitter like, "Oh, I'm going to grow a small account. How to grow a small account." It's just get funded, man. It's just much simpler. Right, so I've covered the trading journal. I've covered all the funding firms I wanted to cover, showed you the trade copier, and yeah, let's see if we can do a quick market scan here. We can actually start looking at some altcoins, see how the altcoin market is looking. The start trade, funnily enough, we exited dot at entry. You can see this trade right here. So you could look at dot. This was the trade I entered, right? And I exited this trade right below entry. Look what happened. Boom. I exited on this candle. Shit happens. Link is now above the daily and 50 EMA. Looking really good. So I mean, yeah, and Algo just hit that last TP. I remember a while back we had a live stream where we looked at some of the more interesting altcoins to trade, and yeah, Algo was definitely one of those that I looked at as a break and retest. Like, if you look at the daily here, basically what we were looking at is a break and retest of the 4 hour of this level, and then a move up to the daily resistance level up here, which it turned out very, very good. Atom is also another one which unfortunately got stopped out right here, but it just absolutely exploded. And this is actually a good example of why I usually like, this is just a terrible stop loss placement, because usually what I want to do is I want to have the stop loss below the 0.786. And when you also have the 50%, the daily 50 EMA right here, right on the 0.786, of course you're going to have the stop loss below. So somewhere around here, and that would probably kept us in the trade. And this would have been an insanely profitable trade. But now you might be looking at this and you're like, well, where's the next entry? Where's the next entry? You got to understand that these altcoin setups, they kind of exploded when Bitcoin. So this is the range EQ area right here, or the previous range. So these altcoins right here, they really started rallying when Bitcoin reclaimed range EQ. And it was this move from range EQ up to range high that fueled the altcoin rally. And now that Bitcoin is trading inside a major resistance area, the question is then, do we want to continue trading these trends on altcoins? And I think it's highly risky to do so. I think it's much better to take a step back today, don't trade a lot, and just wait for the pullback on Bitcoin, or the break and retest of the weekly open, or the weekly 20 EMA or something like that. So it's extremely risky to trade these altcoins right here. And because of the fact that we had some really strong moves in altcoin market, we had some really strong moves in the forex market, this is now a great time to just relax, take a step back, and wait for wait for the market to react to what has happened, right? Because a lot of people, they will start FOMOing in today. Probably they're going to be buying Bitcoin, and they're going to be like so extremely frustrated when it eventually breaks down and stops them out. Mana is one that is looking good. This is the type of setup that you want to be looking at for altcoins. And if Bitcoin starts retracing down to the 18K level, or the 18K region, that is a very big level, right? But if Bitcoin starts retracing and altcoins comes down and starts testing the 50% or the 618, the reload zone area, I would say that's the area you want to be looking to go long on. So I'm not going to go through all the altcoins, obviously, because there's everything looks the same, but that's what you want to look at. You want to look at a retrace back down to the horizontal level, which aligns with the reload zone. So that's what I want you guys to focus on when it comes to altcoins. I'm personally not going to be trading a lot today, unless there's a super clear setups, which I don't think we will see. All right, guys. I just wanted to update you guys on the process here, and the progress of the journal and the funding firms and everything. And I think I'm done with the webinar today. I would highly recommend that. It's Friday. The moves have already happened. I think what you should do is, if you've taken in trades this week, spend today kind of going through the trades, because I think today seems like a perfect day not to trade, because so much has happened yesterday and this week that it kind of feels like we're in for some type of reversal. I'm not saying you should short this. It's highly risky to short it, but I also think it's highly likely to go long on these current moves, because I just have a feeling that eventually they will start to retrace. All right, guys. So with that word of warning or word of cautious, I'm leaving you guys today. And if you do have any questions for me, let me know in the trading room and I will help you guys out. All right. Happy Friday, everyone. Take care.